versus Longzhu I am Incredible Miracle. Longzhu Incredible Miracle, long name.
Braum will be the first ban in this game, and we've seen it jump. We were talking about it a little bit earlier to sort of first pick priority on red side, then first pick blue side, then banned on the blue side if you don't want to first pick it.
Yeah, close to the first ban, of course, on that red side. How will Samsung respond? Fizz, you'd imagine they're going to want to try to set up Sol with a Maokai pick here just to make him comfortable, and I've got a feeling that's what we're going towards, is a Maokai first pick from Sbenu here.
Well, also because Lilac has not really shown a lot of proficiency on champions that are not called Maokai, so first picking it and then taking away any possible counter pick might be a very valid strategy.
I think it's a good plan.
For Sbenu in this game.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't really matter what you get for catch. He's probably not going to do very well on it anyway. So
True.
might as well set Sol up with a chance to at least be useful in team fights.
And deny Lilac the pick. So we'll be Thresh, 2 support bans, and that just goes to show how important Ignar is to this LCIM team. Definitely a bright spot. His rookie season has been a solid one, in spite of his team struggles.
The final ban from IM will be the Maokai, perhaps?
I don't know if you do that. I think you just ban a pocket pick, and then you try and take something. So
Ezreal?
Yeah, you could ban the Ezreal. It will be the Alistar instead. So really limiting. So basically, I think IM is going to try and first round draft Annie with all these support bans, and the fact that Secret, again, has fallen into the primary engage role on his team. Now, they could take the Azir away from Frozen, but that would leave a probable Maokai Annie draft for IM.
Yeah, you know, I mean, obviously, the Azir is a good takeaway from Frozen, but still, I feel like you want to shore up your weaknesses. You know, Sassen can play a lot of different champions, and that Ezreal's still available. The Braum has been banned. Give him the Azir. Put Sol on Maokai. Give him something that he can be useful on.
Yeah, I agree. I wonder where this Fizz ban is coming from. From Spenu's side.
Solo queue, perhaps. Scrims, perhaps. I mean, if you're not going to play the Maokai, you might as well learn the counter. Well, first pick Leona would be pretty shocking, but they're really forcing Ignar to go deep in the support pool if they do this.
But Ignar plays a good Annie, so it will be Victor, actually. So again, a lot of Victor blue side priority tonight. We did see it in our last game.
There's a Maokai, of course.
It will be Sivir instead. So actually, they are not going to be prioritizing that Annie quite yet, in spite of the fact that Ignar has been good on that champion. He must feel like he's going to be comfortable on something like Janna.
He could play Nautilus as well, too. He's played some of that this season.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. Some of the Nautilus nerfs have caused Nautilus to fall off just a little bit.
It's not as common, but we're going to go pretty deep in the support picks this game. All right, well, there's a Rek'Sai for catch, and the Annie as well. All right. And so Sbenu leaving IM with some difficult decisions here. Frozen was a big Syndra player back in the day. Syndra Lux, if you go way back.
It's true, but I don't know if he wants to actually pull that out in this kind of a game. There's not really a whole lot on the line here between these two teams. Both have been mathematically eliminated from the playoffs at this stage.
Probably headed for relegations as well, too. So it's kind of a match for pride, really, at this point. And you could definitely take that mid Ezreal if you wanted to. And they're going to. Okay.
So they will have a bit of a tough matchup early with this Victor able to really bully the Ezreal, especially over the minion wave. Now they could take the Olaf jungle for Spooky.
All right, well, Spooky flexing his champion pool muscles a little bit.
He's got a big smile on his face after they locked that one in.
Yeah.
It's been played only by Bengi in Korea. Obviously, we've seen a lot of Olaf picks or bans against Fnatic in the West and some other Olaf play. But there's not really going to be a good way to stop him here from getting onto the backline. Playing Vayne against this Olaf might be a little bit problematic.
Yeah, I'd be a little bit worried. You know, Kog'Maw, there's not a lot of appeal for this Kog'Maw. I guess if you go for the Kayle, you have the ultimate at least, but would this be a top Kayle, perhaps? I guess it would be, huh?
I mean, I doubt it's going to be Kayle. So the Vayne, they have to figure out some way to peel. Could be perhaps a Gnar selected in the end. Corki would be the better choice, something with a little bit more escapability, so you don't have to deal with that. And the Shen, okay. So they look for some extra protection for their backline with the Shen ultimate. They already have the engage good to go with the Annie, so Shen ults onto the backside. Tank Wars in the top lane.
So what do you think? Janna or Nautilus here? Support Teemo is a thing, but it's a stupid thing.
It's a solo queue thing, that's for sure.
Yes, it is.
And, yeah, I think Leona is reasonable.
I mean, locking people down for a nice two-shot barrage. That's going to be a lot of damage.
And Victor has a problem getting away from that solar flare.
Yep.
But
who's really going to be coming in that you want to push away with the ultimate, though? I guess Rek'Sai and Shen, but still,
I think
I like
Leona
Leona better, yeah.
I think Leona's better
Okay.
pick here. I agree with you, Doa. I don't think you're that worried about the backline threat from Sbenu.
yeah.
I think that if you can avoid the Annie stun, you're going to be in good shape. And you have a Spell Shield and an Arcane Shift to get out of that situation. So as long as Frozen and Roar can play that properly, then it's much more important that they are able to double down on the engage, try and shut down the Victor.
They're making it, IAM is making it very, very hard for Sbenu players to get away from this Olaf and Maokai. They're not going to be able to escape these guys if the Olaf Axis hit, you know, if Leona hits him with the Solar Flare.
All right, well, welcome to Summoner's Rift for what is sure to be one of the most exciting matches you have ever seen. Wow, Incredible Miracle getting a pretty incredible cheer at the beginning of this one, and Sbenu trying to still search for that first match victory. Will they get it?
It's going to be a long, long season if they go 0-18, but they have nowhere to go but up, if that is going to be the case.
That's right. Can't really get much worse than that. In fact, it can't at all.
They could have gotten 0-18 without winning any games, Doa.
That is true, but
And they are winning more games in the second round robin, so.
a lot more, yeah, a lot more. I mean, when they came into their match against Anarchy in their last best of 3, they came into it with a better win-loss record in their last few matches than Anarchy had.
Yep, they absolutely did. So they have been generally trending upward. I am going for kind of their B team in the top and jungle this game. I guess they must be mighty confident about their abilities to take out Sbenu's Sonic Boom today.
And
It's like Spooky's parents.
that's right. The parents of Spooky.
Second professional game.
Yep. And on that Olaf too, so a unique pick. Not quite the Tom Udyr, but still not bad. You know, that's Udyr's first name is Tom. His name is. If you're gonna send a mail, you have to address it to Tom Udyr.
Tom, not only for Tom Kench apparently.
That's right.
Tom Udyr too.
Hello, my name is Thomas Udyr. May I smack you with a bear paw? No? All right.
He has a very refined voice. He sounds a lot more angry in game.
That's true. That's just because you're hitting him at a bad time, you know? He doesn't like to be summoned. Who does? Ignar, trying to harass a little bit. Decent amount of damage on the soul. Ooh, he actually
got
takes
one.
one
That's
of the
nice.
takes one of the small minions.
That is very nice and very annoying if you are Sbenu, and apparently they're going to keep doing this.
Wow, this seems like a very deep way for Ignar to go. Can't they just turn on him? Yes, of course they can.
They could definitely just go to the bottom side of the jungle and ignore Ignar right now. And apparently they're going to take the hard way when it comes to jungling and take a little bit more damage and a bit more risk in response. Sasson already doing the early zoning here onto the Ezreal. Ezreal actually used Smite early on the Raptor buff to get that.
Okay.
Nice little gank there actually by Ignar in the mid lane, helping
Yeah.
Frozen with a little bit of sustain too with that runic bulwark.
Well, Ignar's really tanky, and I mean, we haven't seen this in a while, but Leona is really one of those champions where you can roam very, very heavily in the early stages of the game and make a big problem for the other team.
Well, so is Annie, so we'll see if Secret has
True.
anything in store as Ignar just camps the mid lane right now. And
I think that's what you need to do if you want to keep the wave clear from being a major issue.
nice sign
Frozen.
for Frozen.
Do you want to build a snowman?
I don't think he does. He's playing
Okay.
Victor.
Okay, bye.
Victor definitely does not want to build a snowman. He wants to build cyborg people.
That's cool. That's way cooler than building a snowman. Wow. Never mind. I'm with Victor on this one.
Really? You want to
Yeah.
be part of the glorious evolution?
Sure, why not?
All right, well, get on the operating table then, Doa.
I'll do it. If you could get like a extra powerful robotic something, what would you get? Keep in
would I
mind this is a
get?
PG-13 rated broadcast.
Oh, well, I'm not allowed to say what I really want then, Doa.
I mean, I don't know what you need, but as far as me, I would go for robot legs.
Yeah, legs are cool. You could at
Yeah.
least jump really high.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't have to wait for like elevators and stuff. You could just jump up to the top of the building. You could run really fast. You wouldn't need to take public transportation anymore. You could have people pay you to carry them. That'd be great. Robot legs would be awesome. Oh, gank in the mid lane. Sauce in a little bit of trouble. There's a flash down from Leona, and he's in big trouble. One more auto will do, and there's first blood going to Frozen. Cat shows up a little bit too late. Meanwhile, Sbenu strikes back with a kill in the bot lane. That one goes to Secret.
Lilac just died in a 1v2 lane swap.
Oh yeah, Lilac died too. That happened.
So nice gank on the mid lane there from Incredible Miracle. They were able to pull it out, and Ignar's camping really paying off. Had that flash in the Ignite up to secure the kill, and not really a whole lot Sassen could do. He had to burn the cleanse earlier on.
That's pretty big too to get those summoners out of Saucin.
Yeah, and to get it killed this early onto a Runeglaive Ezreal, well, that's going to fix your laning phase up nicely. Already has a Sheen in 5 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, really came into this one knowing what they needed to do. They knew they needed to camp the mid lane. They knew they needed to do something to let Frozen sort of compensate for that lack of wave clear, you know?
Yeah, I wonder what happened in that bottom side.
I don't know. I don't know how Maokai dies so early on. I think you just get Tibber stunned and you get killed, I guess. But, I mean, Ignite was used too, which is probably what picked Secret up the kill in the end. But
yeah, 2 flashes, so they did commit a lot for that gank, but certainly worth it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, anything to get Soul ahead as well, too. As Soul face checks a brush. And
He's Shen, he's okay.
oh, okay.
He actually won that dragon.
You did, yeah.
Roar just not in range to help out Ignar.
Makes me want to try a support Shen out, you know? I can face check all I want. I've been spending way too much time with St. Vicious lately, haven't I?
I guess, and watching NALCS.
It looks fun, though. I mean, Shen support, not NALCS. I'm just kidding. I enjoy Shen support a lot.
Well played.
But really, NASL, it's okay. Shen support is better.
Nice save, Joe.
Thanks. Worlds, here I come.
So, okay. Well, Spooky just getting some wards down right now. Not really able to, well, maybe he can make a move onto the dragon with the Corki no longer there. But a healthy amount of wards for Sbenu around that river, so they know exactly what's going on with this Olaf. Not going to be trending in that direction.
I feel like what's going on with Olaf would be an awesome sitcom.
Well, a lot of the
You know?
times he's just nerfed into oblivion and not able to compete. So.
He's just sitting at home being very depressed in his tiny apartment.
Yep, watching TV.
Yeah, can't even afford all the brewskis he used to enjoy.
Well, how is he? He can't even get the gold on Summoner's Rift.
Exactly.
He's run through his stash now.
He just drinks tap water. Poor Olaf. Oh, is it time for a blue steal? It was time for an attempt. Didn't quite work out, though.
And saw Sassen walking over there, thought he may have been a little bit higher in HP and require more damage from Sassen, but not going to be the case. Pretty late true shot barrage there, unlikely to pick it up. And now Nuclear is here. He's got his Sheen, is level 6, so he's going to be happy to be in lane up against this Sivir.
Oh, yeah. And Roar's going to need to be pretty careful to spell shield those stuns coming in from Secret. Otherwise, he will take a lot of poke.
Where is this going? It's like Frozen just dedicated to clearing out some wards right now.
Nice CS lead, actually, which is not something you see with an Ezreal versus a Victor very often.
Well, he did get that really big early pressure from the support to help him in that laning phase, and now, I mean, Sbenu's going to be paying for it. They don't have any tools to stop the damage. They don't have a Braum, they don't have a Yasuo. These true shot barrages from Frozen are going to hurt a lot if he lands them.
Huh.
Spooky actually took that with a red buff proc, looks like.
I guess so. Which is good, because you never want to give that stuff to the mid laner.
No, you don't. You
Yeah.
need that extra gold. Which is not true. It's way better to get Frozen rolling right now. Get him as much gold as possible because he is going to have a massive effect
Yeah, I suppose.
on the late game.
I guess. Well, he's got a good start anyway, of course. Early Sheen certainly helps with the damage. And, you know, we usually see a lot of Ezreals go for that early Rangers Trailblazer, but where he got that first blood, you can just go for a little bit more damage. Ouch. Whoa, close one. Ooh.
close one. Always annoying to be chunked out right as you're coming back into lane. Lilac doing a lot better now that he's in the top side, but I mean, he's catching up in terms of CS, but Soul here is able to take a lot of his punishment with the early cowl.
Oh yeah, Soul's in a very good place to lane indefinitely against this Maokai. Now who's going to go for the first dragon here? Ward's coming down for Sbenu. And will they try to pick this one up? Can't really do it right now.
I am pinging frantically on that objective as Rek'Sai takes a nice little visit to the dragon pit. Spooky wants to see if he has some sort of angle, but he's not going to get it.
You know, if people didn't know that one of the teams was called IM, they would just think that we're talking about a lot of things we're doing.
Yeah.
You know? I am looking pretty good tonight.
Yeah.
Overall.
So far,
Yeah.
definitely pulled out a nice advantage in this early game.
Oh, I was talking about me, but yeah, Incredible Miracle's doing great too, man. See what I did there? I just warned you about this. You walked right into it.
I did, it's true.
Oh, stun on to Roar. Almost walked right into that one, but thankfully there's a spell shield. And Tibbers is used in vain.
Wow, well, that was an interesting trade of ultimates there. I think you probably could have just gotten that with that spell shield out and the ult out with just a Q.
I think I probably would have tossed a Q before I dropped Tibbers on him, yeah. Spooky being a bit annoying. Oh, yep. Need more wards.
So here we go. Victor's falling back. Catch actually can't really clear out these wards right now. As Victor not able to respond. Runeglaive already complete for the Ezreal, and Ignar trying to cut him off, but not going to have that opportunity. But they're starting to take over that lower jungle and get some good warding in onto Spenu's red buff, and this looks like an opportune time to start setting up for a dragon.
Yeah, I think they should be able to claim it too. We'll see. I mean, Secret does not have Tibbers for a bit, so this would be the time to go for it if you're IM, and they are going to activate it. Yeah, we're going to start it. Just go after that with Ignar and Spooky, and they should be able to get that no problem.
That Shield of the Eclipse, Ignar just taking very little damage.
Yep. Trade the aggro with Olaf very, very easily. Oh, whoops.
Oops.
Oh, it's so hard to watch. Oh. All right. Roar's like, all right, one auto. That's all I'm giving you guys. Oh, not even.
Nope, just firing a True Shot Barrage over through the enemy jungle, making sure that they have eyes on what Sbenu is up to. And so, first dragon of the game in IM's favor. They do have that slight gold lead too, but their scaling is pretty ridiculous in this game, and you've got to be very worried for Sbenu at this stage. Saucon really going to have to come out with an impressive performance to turn around this situation, because it's just gone completely sideways. You really need to be able to push up, play aggressively on the Ezreal, force him next to his turret to start chipping it out in the early game if you don't want the Runeglaive as to absolutely take over.
It's a lot of pressure onto Soul as well, too, because with his other teammates a little bit weakened here, they're really going to need to have him have some good ults to have his teammates live long enough to compensate for that.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And even at the start of this game, you have to sort of wonder what the plan was from Sbenu, because remember, they banned the Braum and first picked the Victor.
Yep. Oops.
Oh, that is extra bad.
Yeah, I think Saucon thought he was going to get it with like the second explosion on the death ray, but did not happen. So that's a blue buff going to catch, and that is exactly what you do not want to have happen against an Ezreal that's already got his Runeglaive, that's already pretty powerful.
Look at that Sivir ricochet, just sitting there spinning in the air.
Huh, that's cool. When did they add that into the game?
If you actually walk by it, you take damage. I'm joking again.
Well, that'd be cool though, you know, if you could like set down a non-moving object that does damage when you come into it, then like create these little kind of obstacle courses for the enemy team.
Not like there aren't champions that do that.
It'd be neat if Sivir did it though.
Doa, if you like that, I have a champion for you. His name is Timo.
What about, but yeah, the mushrooms disappear right away though. Oh, red buff taken by a catch. Maybe new Gangplank with his barrels, which looks awesome, by the way.
I can't wait for new Gangplank
Yeah.
to hit competitive play because there's a lot of really cool theoretical plays you can make with the barrels, and the zone control is just so important. A lot of interesting options surrounding how you upgrade your ultimate too.
True. Oh, no. Oh, it was okay.
That's how you get cut in half.
I was going to say, that's really dangerous. Uh-oh. This could be very dangerous for Sbenu as well, but it won't be. So they're going to recall.
Yep. And they are going to see Annie, so no problem. Just push it forward, get some tower damage while you can. Or not. Just deny some
No.
CS and recall. Don't get that tower damage.
Who needs tower damage? What do you need to do? Win the game with towers? Huh. Yeah, you just get kills until they surrender. That's the dough away. Winning games.
You just crush their mentality so bad.
You talk about objective control. I have one objective, to kill the other team. When I achieve that objective, nothing else matters.
Well, I wish you could be in the booth then, Noah.
Me too. I've been in the booth. I've played League of Legends games in the booths here.
You have.
Yeah, it's true. I've won games at those booths, Monte Cristo.
Oh boy, Secret already starting to take some decent poke at 15 minutes from the Ez.
That's right.
It is a rough time for Sbenu.
Yeah, as are most times, unfortunately.
I wonder if
Still there.
I wonder if that's going to go away at any point.
Does it really need to? Look out. No. Ooh. Got really close there. That was dangerous. Watch out, Ignar. No. Oh,
That's how you get cut in half.
oh. Oh. Catch is going to find Ignar. Uses that challenging smite right there. Spooky lying in wait. Tibbers comes down. Can they get a kill out of it? Shen came down as well, I believe. Ignar gets out. They took down Spooky. Here comes Two-Shot Barrage. Doesn't really hit too many people, but a double kill for Roar here. At the end of that, IM comes out with 2 kills, losing only Spooky.
Yeah, and we saw the Runeglaive as launch that True Shot Barrage from the mid lane did actually chunk out Nuclear on the back. Now, Soul will have that TP advantage for the next several minutes, so there's still an opportunity for Sbenu to perhaps make a play here. Was a decent response, but Spooky set that up really nicely, and even though the Timbers landed, I mean, the Olaf was already in Ragnarok, so he was able to keep fighting, and Ignar's Solar Flare was spot on in that team fight to get things rolling.
Very true. So I am still coming out of that one on top. Very small gold lead, but we'll see if they can transition that into a dragon.
Well, this has gone very poorly for Sbenu. Basically, now that they gave the 2 kills over to Roar, Corki not going to have that same kind of power spike. Roar coming back to lane with an Infinity Edge nice and early. We saw that the gank in the mid lane gave that first blood gold over to Frozen, so that's going to be very helpful for him. And the power spike that Victor had is kind of going to be denied here compared to the Runeglaive Ezreal in the late game, so it is a really hard game for Sbenu to win because they have lost so many of their natural edges from their composition.
Well, they prevented Ignar from going back. Aurora took a lot of damage as well. So this bottom turret might be in a little bit of danger. Sbenu, though, actually, with chunking out the bot lane, could go for this dragon, too, and they'll get it.
Yeah, that's an upside. Come back. They have the Trinity Force, and they have the sustain. Nuclear actually using his Bilgewater Cutlass onto Roar right there, so they buy some time. Not going to be enough, so IM is going to have to just give up this dragon and give it over to Sbenu. So going to be a little bit more difficult. Again, Soul was able to TP there too, so it was unlikely that IM was going to be able to take that without some sort of very bad team fight erupting.
Double globals are nice on Sbenu as far as what that Shen can do.
Yeah, they're great, and IM Lilac just hasn't been able to get too much of an advantage over this Shen. He's caught up when it comes to the CS, but you know, with Shen having to go for the Spirit Visage as his first item, it delayed his ability to push the lane with the Sunfire Cape and the Bomby Cinder. That means that Lilac did enough work on the top side that he is going to take that first tower of the game.
Frozen's going to try to steal this blue buff here. He's got the ward, and here it comes. Oh, close one. Saucin got it. Oh, meanwhile, on the bot lane, some action. Ignar gets taken out. There's a kill for Nuclear. Roar on the run there.
Yeah, interesting that Ignar was caught that far forward. I mean, there weren't any flashes in that lane, so. But Nuclear and Secret making it work in the bottom side. No punishment for that action. So this may set up Nuclear for a nice push on this tower. He needs to start getting turrets down while he has this Trinity Force.
Blade is still spinning. Oh, wow. Roar walks right into a W stun. There's another kill for Nuclear. Spooky right there, though. Shen ult coming in. Can he kill him in time? He can, it looks like. Wow, he gets out. It is indeed Ragnarok for Nuclear.
That was so close to that Shen port right there.
Yeah.
Risky situation. Spooky has the balls, though. Gets it done. And now they're going to try and start. Catch is just going to delay Spooky right here with a Prey Seeker. Oh, Ignar.
Oh, what are you doing, Ignar? Wow.
They don't want to pursue it too much. Ignar does have a lot of HP.
You know, IM has been really doing their best to kind of give away this lead over the last few minutes here.
It's okay. It's early Runeglaive Ezreal, Noah. You got it locked once this comes in. We're still on 5:13,
okay.
So as long
If
as
you say so.
he's just so strong in the late game when it comes to his ability to just chunk people off of objectives. You basically just get objectives for free. It's not that hard to hit True Shot Barrage when people are marshalling around a Dragon or a Baron.
If they lose this game now, we get to call me the analyst from now on.
Is that how it works?
I think so.
What happens if they win?
Then things stay as they are, because
Well,
you were right.
I'm not taking that bet.
Oh. Sounds really good for me. I don't know why you would do it. Oh, well.
How about this?
Okay.
If IM wins this game, you have to call me the analyst in Hearthstone.
Well, sure. I mean, you never cast that, so I'll never have to own up on that bet. Oh, they're going to try to catch Nuclear here. Nope, they're just going to run at him threateningly. I think IM's going to win, though.
Yeah, does seem like they've got a good thing going. They have an Olaf, which is getting scarier and scarier, that Saucin and the rest of Sbenu don't really have a way to peel off of their backline.
Much. That would be my sound effect if I did the voice of the saplings.
Where's the Doa sapling, where it's just your head?
I know. Bring back that Twitch emote. I'll just go, oh. That'd be great.
How come there isn't some sort of gore-filled Maokai skin where he just throws severed heads? They already have that graveyard, the spooky one.
You'd think he'd be throwing parts of exhumed bodies.
Yeah, that's. I think you definitely have to have the French Revolution Maokai skin where he just has a guillotine on his back.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. I could see where you're going with this, and I like it, but I don't know. I don't know if... Whoa, Flash Tibbers onto Roar. I don't know if he's making out of that one. Solar Flare slows things up a bit. Shen comes in. They can't save their AD carry, though. True Shot Barrage comes through a bit late. Frozen's True Shot Barrage in team fights have not done really great work, and Sbenu's going to be able to take the bottom turret.
But Sbenu has the... They have the Shen ult up again, even though Lilac could follow. Looks like it... Well, actually, it looks like his TV just came back up, so just a very close play. Lilac is going to get some decent damage down onto the tier 2, maybe about a quarter of it before he has to back off. Soul now with the Sunfire Cape, or not quite, but with the Bomby Cinder still, will be able to counteract that just a little bit. And
he's just holding an open flame at this point. That's really dangerous. What is Riot teaching people? Play with fire? It's not good.
yeah, that's exactly what Annie does.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's her magical power, though. I mean, Shen just went and bought it, just carrying it around with him. That's irresponsible.
No, it's not. Not if you're fighting a tree.
Okay, good point. You got me there. That's true. Fire versus trees is a pretty pretty traditionally a historically good matchup for the Fire.
Yeah, and don't tell me that if you had to fight a giant sentient tree that you wouldn't carry around some open flame with you.
I would carry around like a bunch of lumberjacks. Just throw them, you know, over at the tree.
Throw the lumberjacks.
Yeah.
You're a lot stronger than I thought.
Surprise. Dragon up in 5 seconds. The more you know. And I could really use this dragon.
Well, I think they're going to probably secure this dragon. Of course, there's still that chance for the Shen to come in, but he's not going to be doing it with the help of a shield. And nobody really starting this yet. Instead, they swap Roar to the mid lane for the wave clear.
Well, they're kind of giving Soul a lot of time to get this ultimate back right now. I feel like if you're IM, you kind of need to pull the trigger on this one.
That's smart of Lilac, though. Go ahead and deny the blue buff while you go ahead and wait here. Nobody has vision to stop you from doing that. Will take a decent amount of damage, but you can always just recall it by Hulk Guard.
Yeah, and you are Maokai. You are tanky.
Yeah. And we do see the Luton's Echo coming in from Frozen. Obviously, uh-oh.
Whoa, nice True Shot Barrage. Big damage done to Sbenu.
As I was about to say, it doesn't proc off of the Q in 513, but it sure as hell procs off of the R.
That's right, and LZIM going to turn right onto that dragon then. Sbenu going to try to contest it. They're a little bit low on health. If Lilac comes in here and gets in the back lines, things could get messy. Catch takes a lot of damage as well too. Dragon about to release. They need to finish it now. They get it. Oh, Solar Flare doesn't quite catch. Slows him. Undertow does work as well too. Here comes the teleport. They're going to be right on top of Sasson. Spooky has to run away from the Chaos Storm. Tibbers comes down, doesn't do a whole lot. Soul gets the taunt. Maokai gets a kill though, and Frozen just kiting back with that Runeglaive Ezreal. Another True Shot Barrage comes through. Whoa, Arcane shifts right into Nuclear, but Nuclear able to get the kill there. Meanwhile, Lilac on top of everybody, but everybody is going to turn right onto Lilac. Soul with the taunt. He actually misses it point blank. Wow. And it's going to be a kill for Sasson in the end.
Yeah, just trying to live. He did get a little bit of extra time thanks to his passive, but that's a 4 for 3 in favor of Sbenu. However, they don't get the dragon, so that's another dragon over. They do take a gold lead, and I mean, I am insisting on engaging after missing the solar flare. May have been a bit of an overcommitment, especially since you're still trying to kind of wait out the Corki power spike right here. There was some decent poke, and you're only going to get stronger. So if you're IM, just throw out the solar flare and leave. I mean, who cares? You have this immensely powerful late game composition.
Frozen got way too deep on this one as well too.
Yeah, so you just wasted your ult right there. Spooky has been chunked out already, so he can't commit to the back line, and he's also still waiting to scale. So a bit of a questionable engagement there from Sbenu, or from IM rather, after the objective was already secured, getting greedy.
If Nuclear hadn't flashed that True Shot Barrage, he would have been very, very dead. And now IM pushing down the mid lane. They're going to try to get this tier 1 perfect Solar Flare on the Sauce, and they're going to come in with the True Shot Barrage as well. Stun doesn't quite land. He is able to get out of that. Can't get out of losing their turret, though. And here comes Secret. Has the stun loaded up, has Tibbers and Flash, but doesn't quite find the angle to come in for the big stun.
Yep, and some nice zoning right there. Spooky can't be CC'd, and after Sasson is hit by the True Shot Barrage, he just has to back off. No way that he can actually defend the turret, so IM group, and they start to knock down some of these towers. Frozen going for a QSS. Concerned about that Annie engage. Well, that won't be much of an issue for him any longer. And that Void Staff is going to do some work.
Oh boy, they found Lilac. Lilac twists advance back in. Roar is right there. Here comes, wow, that's a lot of damage from the True Shot Barrage. Nuclear still gets the kill on the Lilac though. Roar on the run now. Here comes Frozen. He's got to clean this one up. 1 kill already. With that Q, True Shot Barrage did work. Secret in a lot of trouble. There we go, the double kill. Gets with the AoE. I think he might have just straight up landed that one. Nuclear still in trouble. Nice Solar Flare, and Frozen picks up the triple. Will he make it a quadra? Not quite, as Roar takes it away. Sasson on the run. Great Q again, or great E rather. Zenith Blade from Ignar comes in. Sasson in a lot of trouble as Spooky comes around the outside, and Frozen finishes that fight with 4 kills to his name. That is exactly what LZIM wanted.
Yeah, it was, and there's not going to be much of a response from Sbenu right here. Sure, they have TP, but it's another 25 seconds, plenty of time for them to burn through this Baron. They have the true damage from Olaf to help them out here, so a lot of tankiness, a lot of damage, and IM just turning that engagement right around.
Well, Catch is doing what he can, but there's really not much he can do to stop IM from taking this Baron, and they do.
Ignar played that
Dude,
really well.
I was just about to say, that was some great Leona playing that team fight.
So Lilac does get a little bit caught out here, but everybody already on the top side. Notice that, I mean, we have the Ezreal already at the red buff, so he doesn't have to go very far. And look at Ignar right here. He's going to hold, oh, he actually doesn't even have the solar flare up at this point in the fight. He gets it up later on as things tick down. Frozen with a more aggressive play, and Ignar just waiting on that ult. It is up now. So he gets onto nuclear, chains it very nicely into the solar flare and his E, and then another flash forward on the E. Spooky already on the outside too to get onto Sassin, and just so much long range damage, and the Essence Flux picks up the kill from the Ezreal.
A pretty fantastic game from Ignar so far. And Frozen.
Died in lane that one time, but
Yeah, well, it happens. You know, you haven't played Leona for a while. You're like, oh, how tanky am I? I forgot. Now he knows. Frozen really coming alive in that last team fight as well with the 4 kills on that Runeglaive Ezreal. He's got his Void Staff now and another needlessly large rod besides that. So the damage coming out of Frozen is just going to be insane for the rest of the game.
well, I mean, he's almost at 6 items at 30 minutes. He's ahead in farm versus the Victor. He has that 5-1-3 scoreline and just a mountain of gold right now.
Yep. Mountain of gold. Which sounds good unless you try to think about moving it. You're like, well, I guess I'm just going to live here.
You just have to pay the movers a small percentage of that gold, and you can move it wherever you want.
I suppose.
Alternative-
Mountain, though?
Alternatively, you could be a dragon and really big.
That's the thing, is your Mountain of Gold may attract a dragon from the north. And then, then you're in trouble. Then you're out on your own.
You're homeless after that.
You try to take some caves away from some goblins. That doesn't go well. You know, you've got like a shield made out of oak, but you know, keeps you alive for one fight, but doesn't really help you get the gold back.
Oak's kind of a bad shield compared to, you know,
Any other
adamantium.
shield. Yeah, or Captain America's shield, vibranium.
That is it actually called vibranium?
Yeah, man. Think of when the name for that shield was invented.
1940.
Yeah. So there you go. You got it now. It's all coming together. But, you know, Tolkien couldn't use that. It wouldn't be good as Thorin Vibranium Shield. Yeah, oh well. And there's another dragon for IM. Roar just taking that on his own. It's 3-1 in dragons right now, so IM kind of looking to close this one out fairly soon. They've got the Baron buff. They've got the entire map. And they should, before too long, barring any sort of crazy circumstances, have the win.
Yeah, not too far up in terms of gold, but I mean, the gold is just on the right person, and that is Frozen's Ezreal. Here we go.
Oh, Solar Flare into Secret. Two-shot barrage takes a big chunk out of Sassin, but no follow-up. Ooh, there's a Tibbers. Spell shielded, or cleansed rather, by Frozen as he loads more damage in there with the Mystic shots.
That was a really good QSS arcane shift from Frozen. That
Yes, it
was
was.
so fast.
And so that's going to mean another mid lane turret. Close call there, but yeah, Frozen getting out of it in a hurry. And now just rotating down to that bottom lane.
Indeed, so here they come. I am just looking to take these turrets very methodically as well they can. And group is 5. Shen still on the split push, but he has both globals available. Lilac has already used his teleport recently.
Oh, are they going to go in? We'll see. They could try it. Sivir uses the ultimate to get away. They're a little bit too low to fight this. Frozen especially really hurting here.
Well, they saw the Stand United coming in onto catch, and they just
Yeah.
said, nope, we're out of here. No reason to pursue this. We have a lot of money to spend at the moment. Not going to take that risk. It's good enough that we got the Shen ultimate out, and we're going to be able to push out the top side.
Yeah, Frozen just throwing his two-shot barrage through the mid lane, I believe, just to keep that lane from pushing up too hard while everybody's back to base. Sasson will still be able to shove it a bit. Should be okay, though. Sasson's starting to get some serious damage, but still not really a lot you can say to compare it to this Runeglaive Ezreal.
Well, if he can get on top of the Runeglaive Ez, he can probably one-shot him. That's going to be pretty nice. But Runeglaive Ez now at 6 items. And again, engaging onto that backline because Annie is just going to be shut down by the QSS as long as we see Frozen be as fast as he was on that last engagement. There's not too much that Victor's going to be able to do, barring some sort of crazy flank where they don't have a ward and they're trying to push up and they can just instantly kill Frozen, which we've seen happen to Runeglaive Ez.
Yeah, I mean, that's really kind of how you handle him, is you just blow him up before he can get away and start kiting.
Yeah, it's just really, really difficult with Shen and Rek'Sai and the only reliable gauge being Annie and the QSS being done so early to actually make that work.
Right. So I am having to pull back and play a little bit quieter for the next minute or two. Baron is going to be up in 1 minute. You'd imagine they probably want that.
I would imagine that.
I would imagine. Spooky Zoloff has been really fun to watch. It's been pretty effective so far this game in terms of just making something that Sbenu really can't handle.
Well, I'm not actually that big of a fan of Jungle Olaf right now, generally speaking. But
Works okay
when
here.
you can't get counterpicked by Jarvan and against the kind of composition that Spenu's running, yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah.
I think it circumstantially is quite good.
I mean, I agree. In general, right now, the Olaf obviously is not the strongest pick, but in this particular game where Corki and Victor are just going to be running for their lives the entire fight, it's pretty decent.
And they saw that Rek'Sai first, and they said, well, if it's Rek'Sai just not going to be good in the late game against this Olaf because there's nothing that Rek'Sai can do to peel. And when you're playing against Sbenu too, where they just don't have a lot of protection for the carries, it works out.
I mean, you notice, too, he's just going Ghost, too. He's not even using Flash.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you need Ghost on that Olaf most of the time to make it work. And he also has the Distortion enchantment, so Ghost is going to be up very frequently.
Oh, yeah. All right, Baron is up. Dragon in a little under 2 minutes. And what will IM choose to do? Hiding the brush for the moment. Oh, can be found in the brush.
You can't hide against a Rek'Sai. You
Pretty
have
hard
to
to do.
commit against a Rek'Sai.
Or get there first. Get there before the Tremor Sense reaches you.
Well, I mean, it's just the Ray Seeker can check brushes from such a long range. IM was there first.
True. Oh, two-shot barrage. Nuclear really takes a lot of damage. Can sustain up very quickly, though, so that may not have been the best use of that ultimate. Solar Flare comes down, gets a big slow, but where's the rest of IM? I don't know. That was very awkward. Lilac is in the middle of a recall. I mean, I guess they're just trying to push them away, but that seemed a bit odd, didn't it?
Yeah, now we're going to see him go in.
Hibbers comes in, Roar.
Spell
Not affected
shields.
by that immediately, yeah. Sasson still okay, Shenel coming in onto him. Spooky pops Ragnarok. And Soul taking a bit of damage, Frozen just attacking. It's kind of reverse kiting now. Which means they're
Engaging.
engaging.
That's all. Yeah,
It's
the
a good
old-
reverse kite
I was-
comp.
it's a
Yeah,
nice
it's I like it. It's reverse kite the Baron after reverse kiting the Rift Scuttler. Yeah, you can't engage, you just got to reverse kite them.
The anti-kite is definitely in full effect here.
That's right, and catch, getting caught a little bit. Lilac's going to flash over the wall. Wow, that was quite the commitment.
Oh, he did force catch his flash there too.
He did.
And now he's going to die.
Oh, never mind. Frozen with another kill. Ezreal must feast. Oh. Lilac on the Soul there. And they're going to be able to start to take apart these turrets very, very easily. And this could be a dead inhibitor really easily for Sbenu. Not a lot of defense. And are they just going to keep pushing here? Nope. Playing it safe. Oh yeah, there's Dragon. Nuclear's taking it by himself. Okay, I guess they'll give Sbenu their second Dragon.
Well, they're like, well, can't save the inhibitor, but we maybe can stop a 5-dragon stack and watch Lilac's face be sad. Oh.
Wah wah.
Nuclear got away with it.
He did.
You can't let people steal from you, Doa. Got to put your foot
I usually
down.
don't, yeah. You know, when I was in high school, somebody stole all of my Magic the Gathering cards out of my locker.
What a jerk.
I know. That was a rough day. They got all my Star Wars card game cards, too.
Damn.
My entire collection gone like that.
Well,
Thanks for bringing that memory up.
Yep, it was all me, Doa.
It was you? I knew it. You had all those old Star Wars cards at your place, and you said they weren't mine.
Yep. I really just resort to a life of stealing cardboard.
It's stalking me for years. Wow.
The printed cardboard, that's
I
my
thought
fortune.
I thought it was just Xbox Live a decade ago, but no, it went back further than that. I am trying to push through this tier 2, and they'll be able to get it. You know, I haven't been the biggest fan of Frozen's two-shot barrages.
They've been okay, but not great.
Yeah. I mean, it's like he's kind of using it like a Caitlyn ult to try to chunk somebody out to push an objective or
That's
win
fine.
a team fight, but it'd be fine if he hit people with it.
That's true.
Oh, that was a terrible Tibbers. And he was trying to get Olaf, too. How's that going to work? Secret very, very low. Olaf is on you now. Another kill for Frozen. Saucin on the run. There goes the turret, and this is just going to be cleanup for IM at this point. There goes the inhibitor, and they can probably just end it right now, but they're not going to. Going to make it a very complete victory, it looks like.
Might as well. Take out what you can.
Oh, Lilac going really deep. He's going to get taken out. There's a kill for Saucin. Ignar comes in. Soul quite low as well. Two-shot barrage is going to, whoa, not actually kill him. Wow. Shen's pretty tanky. Meanwhile, more kills come in. Nuclear manages to pick off Ignar, but I think it's still going to be the game. Very messy here. Frozen, oh no, gives Nuclear the double kill. Got killed by the turret as well. And this is about the messiest end to a game I've ever seen. Roar.
He's
Uses
going
that spell
for it.
shield. He is. He's got help from Spooky as well. He wants to kill on Nuclear. There we go. On the Soul as well, too. There's a double kill. Oh, Secret's back. The inhibitor, the Nexus is everything.